Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. Welcome to the E3 multiplayer gameplay breakdown for Battlefront. That's right, this is actually multiplayer footage on the PlayStation 4 and it actually looks really good. And this gameplay is all about the at-ats, which has a lot of controversy attached to it because it's on rails. But you can still gun it, bring down orbital strikes, and it makes sense because this game mode's all about stopping the at-ats if you're on the Rebel Alliance or if you're the evil Empire escorting your at-ats to the basic end goal. You're going to see some battle pickups, you're going to see the Force being used, you're going to see some cooldowns, and the first thing you're going to notice is the mini-map is circular in the bottom left, and of course your abilities are on the right, and if you pick up a battle pickup, you'll see that too. The only time you see your health is when it's less than 100%, and the auto regen kicks in extremely fast as a couple TIE fighters fly by. So that's the name. If you are the Rebel Alliance, stop that at-ats. Now, the at-sts are not on rails. They can move around and they have a lot less armor and they're more susceptible to the battle pickups. And here you see an uplink station goes into the control of the enemy, but more than likely it can be flipped around as you see this guy attempt to do so in first person and hip fire. Now, we don't know if all weapons are able to aim down sight in first person, ADS, or if it's just some of them. But there you see some third person right there with a blaster as they're running around. And you're going to see this Rebel Alliance player pick up right there. That little logo, that's a battle pickup. That's a smart rocket. And we don't exactly know how hard this thing hits because he's about to mix it up with an at-st that could be used against infantry that has multiple shots, or if it's simply a one bang. Because it's all about putting the pressure on those vehicles. And that may or may not be damage to smaller vehicles, and that jump jet looks absolutely insane. The other thing I want you to notice is the time to kill in this game. It's medium-ish, not the fastest thing, not the slowest thing. So here you see a little hip fire with the smart rocket. That was quarter health, and it went down. It looks like they're activating this uplink. Don't exactly know what that does for your team, but he got a lot of points for it. So as you can see, the health was down to 43, and of course the auto regen is very quick. Not sure if that's going to be something that changes. So here it is, at-ats on rails. The big cooldown is the orbital strike, the top cooldown in the right-hand corner, and believe it or not, the shield can absolutely stop it. So look at this depth from above. At-ats 130 confirmed. Holy crap. That is insane. As you can see, the cooldown is pretty long for that, maybe 20 to 25 seconds. Now, this is what it's all about. Is this max speed and braking, which is being measured by that yellow bar. Of course, you can see the health, but they need to tie up that at-ats. That is some pretty epic flying, and you can see there's multiple cooldowns in the X-Wing as well. So the name of the game is all about stopping that at-ats. So what can an X-Wing do? Oh yeah, tie them up, just like that. Now, it's more than likely going to take multiple passes, and that's number 2. It looks like it's going to be right around 3 or 4. The question is, will small arms fire damage the TIE fighters and X-Wings? They have very tight turn radiuses, very elusive, and that is one at-ats down. But that's not all. The TIE fighters are coming in, and here you see some of the third person. The crosshair is just a little bit lethargic compared to first person, which we don't know yet if Battlefront's going to give you an advantage to using first person. Yes, you could see more in third person, both on the ground and in the air, but will there be a bonus to actually aiming while in first person? And if you can, ADS with several weapons, as we saw one of them earlier in Battlefront. Here's a pretty epic air fight. You've got the TIE fighter chasing the X-Wing, and there you see kind of the longer damage mile that's kind of been prevalent so far in this footage. And don't worry, there are some faster shooting pew-pews, as you can see right here as they're closing in on the at-ats, which is taking a ton of fire and is still at 50% health. Getting too hot? Don't worry, just hit your jetpack. And oh yeah, the bubble shield is coming. Remember the orbital strike? You just heard the call out. This bubble shield is going to eat the entire orbital strike. It'll break it, but they will survive. More than likely, you can't shoot out of the bubble shield, and people can't shoot in, so you gotta jump out of it. And oh yeah, may the Force be with you and not used against you, because it looks extremely powerful. Here we've got Luke Skywalker's perspective, and he's got cooldowns, offensive and defensive abilities. And watch what he uses the Force to basically knock back and kill 3 different people right here And look at the red circle on the right of the screen. That is a pretty quick cooldown. I'm glad EA and DICE finally showed gameplay. I'm actually pretty stoked about it because it looks pretty darn epic. What do you guys think? Are you pretty happy with what you've seen? For me, I've got more questions than I had before I saw the gameplay. Wonder when beta is going to launch, if they're going to have one. As always, guys, thanks for watching.